Folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. I'll tell you what, it feels more like January than it does May, but we're back up in Hayward with Tex and Pete.
These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, we're back up in Hayward. Temperature this morning about 24 degrees. But we plan to fish with Pete and Tex for 2 days. And last week on our show, you saw us battle heavy wind, and we still caught some real nice crappies and bass. But Pete, it's cold, but we want to give it a try, right?
Oh yeah, well we're out here now. You gotta give it a try. Wind, snow, whatever. Tex is comfortable. Well, not really. He's got to wear gloves.
Now, those are really classic gloves, Tex. Are those fishing gloves?
If you're fishing, they are.
Tex has always been a fashion plate with his fishing clothes, though, and those gloves are outstanding.
There's no doubt. For years he set the standard. It's too bad you can't see right now. Well, you can see. Normally he has one pant leg tucked in and one out.
Yeah.
You failed this morning on that one. That's kind of a classic.
Both. I keep doing that.
Well, back to the fishing, guys. A cold front like this usually means a tough day, but we'll give it a try.
Oh, absolutely. Got to give it a try. It's not that bad, John.
Hey, folks, I'll show you what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
So it's that time of year where I'm using all kinds of two-stroke stuff, especially my chainsaw. And besides the regular synthetic engine oil, the most exciting thing for me 25 years ago is this Sabre two-stroke synthetic oil. 100-to-1 mix, period. This is exactly a gallon right here, keeping it very simple, of course. You mix it, it doesn't matter if your machine is calling for 50-to-1, 75-to-1, 100-to-1, it doesn't matter. One mix for everything, it's going to literally work for everything. AMSOIL makes it a lot easier. Also, their new app just makes it easy to plug in all of your different machines, find what you want, the proper stuff comes up, you can order it. That's more simple as well. Gotta love that.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then, when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I talked about earlier, a freezing day up in Hayward with Pete and Tex Maina. And we're going to try for walleyes today. You know, yesterday or on last week's show, we caught bass and crappies. So I'm going to start out with my old favorite in the spring, a jerk minnow. And Tex is always with the jig and live minnow. But Pete, what do you like to throw early on?
Oh, you know me, John. I always got to have a crankbait going. I think it's a good idea, and I generally elect myself for that. And it depends on the day. Sometimes it's a mix, but you know, usually you can catch fish on everything, but sometimes it's best to go to the crankbait. There's a few times you've actually ignored that. It's hard to get you to switch at times.
Yeah, that's my first cast of the day, Pete. I see on your first cast you got a small pipe.
We actually got a double here.
Look at that.
That's actually a nice bass.
No, and you're talking about severe cold front in May.
Yeah.
I mean, I got everything I bought along with me on today, folks. I think it was in the 20s last night, but that happens in May. But it's always interesting to me, Pete, when you get a severe front like this to see how the fish react to it.
Well, yeah, you know, it can be a disaster, but I have seen craziness, and hopefully with 2 bites and on each cast right away, maybe it'll be good. I've actually seen it good.
Well, let's do this show on a cold front, how you fish a cold front.
Yeah, definitely. It's the cold front.
That your third cast of the day?
No, my second. It's a nice bass.
How big is that? Can you need the net?
It looks about like the one you just caught, but
And they are chunky. Here he is. Those are nice, chunky
yeah, there's
bass.
nothing wrong with that, is there?
No.
Jeez.
I'll tell you what, first spot, first couple of casts.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's a nice bass.
No, on this particular lake, it's got to be 10, 15 years ago. We caught one here pushing 6 pounds,
Oh, that's right.
you know,
Yeah.
on a rainy day.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, that's a beautiful shaped fish.
So on days like today, and of course you don't know, like you said earlier on the cold front deal, you still go with the same baits and just do them a little slower?
Yes, I generally go slower, and I will say, you know, I've had 2 casts and 2 fish. I purposely, because it is a cold front, I purposely was going real slow.
I'll tell you what, folks, Pete has always taught me the key to this type of fishing in the spring is green cabbage. And that's really nice and green for this time of year. But that's what you look for, Pete. That's where the fish are.
Oh, absolutely, the new weeds, and I'm pretty impressed with these. Where we were fishing yesterday, there wasn't much new weed, but that's definitely new, so that's gonna be good. Gonna get better, John.
You and those jerk baits in the spring.
This is a live bait.
Oh, this is on a live minnow again. I'm
Yeah,
not paying
it's a
attention.
bass again. We got actually a real nice average size.
Are
They're
you
not
kidding me?
huge,
Those are
but
very nice fish.
yeah.
And you know, with a 20-some degree overnight low, that is cool to see that they're very active. You know, right now.
It's just weird.
And they're shallow, right?
Yeah, they're running only 5 feet of water, so on average.
Yeah. What do you got now?
I don't know, but it's heavy.
On the minnow, I just lost a big fish a few minutes
Yeah, that's a shame we didn't get to see that.
ago. Ooh, that's looking bassy,
I don't
I'd say.
know. Oh yeah, it's another nice bass, I believe.
And I'll tell you what, you know, we talk about it every time we do a show. There's so many good largemouth spots up here in the Hayward area, you know?
Yeah, they are definitely underrated, I guess. And they're, that one's interesting, isn't it? Quite a bit different color than
I would
those other
agree,
ones we've
almost
been
kind of
catching.
like a smallmouth color,
I
you know?
was thinking it's a smallie when it came up, and yeah, it's a different color, gold almost.
Hey, buddy, this is good action today so far.
No
really.
strip for a cold front.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, poor Tex is trying to reel with his gloves on because it is nasty out here.
Hey, what do you got there, Texarino?
No, I still got him.
Hey, what is it? Is that a walleye?
It's the most rare species I've
There
ever
we
seen.
go.
There we go.
Hey, Tex, turn around, Tex,
Tex, you're
man.
the hero.
One.
Hey, Tex, hey, Tex, look at me. You're the hero. You're a hero.
That's
Look
good.
at that.
Look at the walleye.
That's a walleye, Tex.
And he ate that too, didn't he?
Boy, he did.
Hey, Tex, tell the folks, jig and minnow, right?
Jig and minnow.
Was that a better bite, or how did he hit that?
To be honest with you, it's bouncing around so much.
Yeah, that's a beautiful walleye though, Tex.
Can you even hold them, or should I just hold them in front of you there?
Yeah, but you know, we've been fishing up here, you know, a couple days and fishing hard and targeting walleyes and catching other species. That is so good, and that's a beautiful fish.
Actually,
Yes,
it's a nice
it is.
fish, yeah.
But I was, you know, we were talking before we came out this morning. Those fish can be shallow this time of year, can't they?
Yeah, that one
Probably
was.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But again, those weeds.
kind of right
Yeah.
on top of the bottom.
Now, can
Yeah.
Tex keep that walleye?
He could, but we're not gonna.
No.
We got enough pike.
No,
So
Tex, you are reformed, you know that?
being this rare of a fish right now, this walleye's going back.
Tex, Tex, what has changed for you? You're a conservationist.
I gotta get a picture
I've
of
been
this.
called a lot of things, but a conservationist.
You've never been accused of that in this boat.
know about that.
There.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Get smooth performance at a great value with the Daiwa D-Shock Spinning Combo, built for easy casting and hassle-free fishing. Now, just $29.99. Hurry in, sale ends May 24th.
What do you got? I hope
Tex, you're
it's a
never
walleye.
gonna believe that.
Hey, another walleye.
It's not huge, but it's a walleye, Tex.
This is like finding a buried treasure.
My goodness. Number 2. Number 2. That's amazing.
But you know, normally in the month of May, you guys do pretty good on walleyes up here. I've been up here with you, and we've caught a lot of walleyes over the years.
Yeah,
you know?
we're joking around, obviously, in a way. We can't figure out why the bass are more active, but no, it's really been weird. I mean, obviously we've talked about it quite a bit, but the whole idea that we can really have active fish. Now, hopefully you've got a walleye because you got a fish.
I would like to see that.
No,
unfortunately,
it doesn't look like a walleye.
It is another great northern pike. Whoa, and we've caught a lot of those today, folks.
We were fishing the lakes of Hayward, Wisconsin, a 5.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 6.5 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
I've heard lawyers say, your job as the lawyer is to read the books, know the law, make the arguments. You can't get emotionally invested with your client. To do this job well, you have to. You have to get emotionally invested with your client. You have to connect with your client as a human being, or it never will be as authentic and real as it needs to be. We as trial lawyers, we owe that to our clients. We owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to our community to tell their story. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Another walleye?
It's a pretty nice walleye.
All right, Pete.
It's not a little guy this time.
No, that's a real nice walleye. Look at that. Mr. Stickbait. You know, that amazes me every year with your jerk baits. And one thing you got to talk about when you're reeling those in, it's not a steady retrieve. It's a push, pause, right?
Yeah, especially now, John. And that was another case where I literally, for sure, I was paying attention on the retrieve, and it was definitely, without a doubt, right on the pause that fish grabbed it.
Boy, that's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's not a monster, but that's a nice fish right there. Built pretty well for after spawn too, really.
Now, maybe you can, when you release that fish, maybe you can tell us how you're doing that retrieve, because this retrieve is a killer, folks, even in cold water.
Yeah, it can be, and usually that pause is, the cooler the water is, the more important the pause is normally. It's day to day.
You know, it is interesting using a crankbait, but most guys like myself, you know, steady retrieve or maybe a jerk, but you're doing something a little bit different. Can you explain?
Well, yeah, very simply, you want to mix it up. Don't just do the same retrieve, period. Any given day, you want to try a bunch of different stuff, but it's in general, you know, 3, 4, whatever your pattern is, quick twitches, but extended pauses. I just hit a weed right there, but, you know, you just vary that during the retrieve, and then really try and pay attention as you're fishing where those hits come. And sometimes I'll literally pause, you know, a full second, maybe 2 seconds, just especially if you know you're out. Ooh, something happened there.
But the hits come on the pause normally, right?
I think I just had one hit there.
Tex Maina, one of the all-time greats. Be a walleye.
Yeah, another walleye, please.
Yeah, if we're on the walleyes, that's going to be awesome. Tex, you can hurry up a little bit.
Well, I'm hurrying as fast as I can hurry.
Well, what are you taking line out for?
That is
Oh,
weird.
Texarino, largemouth bass.
Yeah.
Come on, Tex, get him in.
Get him in, get him in.
He's getting them in.
Well, I mean, seriously, the nice thing is, if Tex hosted our show, we'd only need to catch 3 fish.
Three, 4 fish would do a real nice show. A couple of tips from Tex.
Yeah.
You could tell a few turkey stories.
Look at that. That's pre-spawn right there, you guys. Hey,
Yeah.
Tex,
Fatty.
can you reel a little faster, Tex?
A little faster. That's the fun part, John. That's sitting, casting, that's all right. But the fun part is when you catch one.
So you're just trying to enjoy the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes the good part last longer.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2026 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Jerry Kozar of Brookfield. He caught a 40-inch lake trout on Lake Michigan using a Castmaster. Aaron Kramer of DeForest caught this 30-inch walleye in Green Bay using a jig. And Jordan Van Ackeren of Sheboygan caught this 34-inch steelhead in Sheboygan using a bead. Pat Knoble of Friendship caught a 30-inch walleye in O'Connell using a rip and wrap. Under our youth winners with Oliver Richmond of Pleasant Prairie. Oliver caught this 15-inch crappie on the Eagle River chain using a minnow and released it. And finally, Mason Sigel of Greenleaf caught this 32 and 5/8 inch steelhead on the Kewanee Pier using a Clio, his first ever lake trout.
Well,
It's acting like a walleye. If it's a walleye, it's a big one. It is a nice walleye. Holy cow.
yeah, that's a beautiful walleye right there.
Yeah.
Don't lose this one, Tex. Don't lose this one, Tex. Look,
get him in there,
Tex. Tex.
Oh, he stuck to the leader or
Oh
the net.
no, what are we gonna
Here,
do?
Tex, give me that net.
There. Oh my.
Crap.
Oh, there you go. Nice job.
They hooked in the net.
That was not
Yeah.
Tex. That was not Tex's fault.
Oh, that's a beauty.
That is a gorgeous fish, Pete.
Yeah, it is.
Let's call this cold front walleye fishing.
This is cold front.
And these fish are really stacked on the edge of a weed flat, right? On the edge.
Yeah, on the edge, but you know, we're fairly dark water here, so we should point out, I'd say about the shallowest weeds we're dealing with is 5. So technically these are real shallow water fish. That fish was up, I don't know, maybe I was a third of the way from the boat, but you know, at the shallowest water it was 6. I'd say 4 or 5. That fish was
Gorgeous walleye.
actually
But you
sitting in.
actually brought up a point there that I want to ask you about. So when you have the 20-degree drop in temperature, the severe cold fronts, and in Hayward you got both kinds of lakes, clear and stained. Does anything matter with the cold front? Any choice there?
Well, the great thing about Hayward is you can hop around, but it's one of those things, if it's a tough bite, we chose a little bit of stain today. We're supposed to be half clouds, half sun. This is working, so obviously we're staying, but that's one thing good about it. You can always hop to a clear water lake or whatever, but generally on a cold front lake like this, with the shallower weeds, is a little better, you know, than gin clear.
Hold that out. I mean, come on,
that's a
folks.
nice fish.
That's a northern
Yeah.
Wisconsin walleye right there.
Yeah, not an absolute monster, but a nice one. To be real honest with you, fighting him, I thought he was bigger.
Yeah.
I was like, those head shakes are walleye
Hey,
head
Tex,
shakes.
what do you think of your son there, Tex?
I'm proud of him now.
Are you? He's going to throw it back.
Oh, no.
That's on the live minnow, so you're actually kind of catching 2 at a time.
Yeah,
A big walleye and a pretty nice bass.
yeah, this is, I guess, probably about the average size, but these are nice bass.
I want to repeat, when I woke up this morning and walked outside, I said, I'm putting everything I got on. It is cold and I don't want to go fishing. And I don't think we're going to catch anything. But, you know, you said, hey, let's go give it a try. And I'm glad we did.
Actually, it's been really good now that we've caught a few walleyes. We were totally skunked on the walleyes, but what's that, 4 now? We've actually
Yeah.
caught 4, and 3 real nice ones.
3
actually.
nice ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trusted by Midwest families since 1955. Available at your local Fleet Farm store or online at fleetfarm.com. This week, hit the water with the Lakes and Rivers 10-foot sit-on fishing kayak. Lightweight, stable, and loaded with fishing features. Now, just $249.99. Plus, stock up on Berkeley Fleet Farm exclusive Flicker Minnow Pro Packs. Now, only $13.99.
Look at old Tex. I'll tell you what, when the last hour's been tough, he comes through with his jigging minnow. Right, Tex?
Absolutely, and he's doing exactly what you said too, and fighting it fast, right?
This is fast.
This is fast.
Well, let's see what we got here, Pete.
We're not quite as panicked.
Tex, can you hurry up?
Oh, he's lifting them up. I got him.
Hey.
That's actually a nice bass.
Hey, Tex, turn around, will you? You know, the people don't want to see the back of your head. That's a beautiful bass there, Tex Maina.
Yes, it is.
Well done, my friend. Hey,
Yes, it is.
you know what? You actually reeled that one in a little faster. You know, I'm so proud of you. No, like I say, if we had Tex every week, we'd only have to catch 1 or 2 fish.
Yeah.
We'd have our show done.
We'd make a muskie show a lot better. We just catch one muskie, let Tex reel it in.
I don't know. I've seen him catch some pretty big muskies.
Yeah.
He gets those in a hurt.
Yeah. Those he likes
That's
to
a
go
nice
a little
bass,
quicker.
you guys. Look at that. I mean,
yeah.
seriously. Northern Wisconsin, pretty fish.
Yeah, you can't complain. They are chunky.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Tell you.
I'll tell you what, folks, if you're rigging up your reels for the summertime, you got to check out this new Seaguar PEX8 line. Pete, I'll tell you what, I've been using it for a year now. Is this not the most castable super line you've ever had?
Well, it's really amazing. It's actually a year ago we were doing the same thing, filming a show with Tex, and it was the first time I'd used it, and I talked about how I was quite surprised at the distance. They had said 20% more distance, and I actually thought, oh, that's an awful lot, you know. Now I've been using it for a whole year, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, the sensitivity of it, the abrasion resistance and all of that is amazing. Today I'm kind of picking and plunking. I don't need to cast far. But if anything, if you want to cast far, and there's plenty of applications where it's important, this is the most amazing line I've seen. I literally think it's pushing 30% more, very honestly, and I'm the guy that waits the longest to say that kind of thing, but it is amazing.
PEX8, and I'm using the 21-pound test.
Yeah, I use up to 33, but amazingly thin as well, but there's something about the way it flows off the spool. It really is amazing.
Hey, finally in the back of the boat, I went through a little bit of a slump there, folks.
Back, you're in the front.
Yeah. Well, it's not, the front is a tough place to fish when the wind's blowing in your face.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Tell me if you need
Walleye!
Oh, really?
Yay, there we go.
I'm coming.
There we go. Look at that walleye.
Gee, sorry, Tex.
Hey, you want to see, here's when you know walleyes are eating, folks, when you see them T-bone a jig like that. That means they're aggressive and hungry. And that right there, folks, beautiful colored walleye right there. I love that. That to me, folks, is so exciting. And when you feel your line tick, you hope it's not a pike. And if it's not a pike, it's a walleye. The way that line ticks like that.
That is cool. You had a good tick.
Yeah, that's a really pretty fish, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, you disappointed me, though. I was coming to your rescue with the net. I whacked Tex in the head with the net handle, trying to get there, and then you hoisted it in.
Well, I saw how he was hooked. Otherwise, I wouldn't hoist him. And again, folks, I use that little bit heavier Seaguar fluorocarbon so I can do that, you know, and I'm running 12 pound on that. I think it's the gold label. You know, folks, I've been fishing with Pete for over 33 years, and I know one thing. Always bring some food, because he gets crabby if you don't have food. So today for him, I have wonderful Johnsonville summer sausage. This is delicious. I like to cut it up and make a sandwich out of it. 100% cuts of premium pork. Then they put in their beautiful seasoning, and in addition to that, it is hickory smoked. Okay, Pete, Johnsonville summer sausage sandwich, my friend.
Oh, good. That's good, John. Thank you. I won't be crabby anymore now.
No, but you always enjoy that Johnsonville summer sausage.
It is always really good stuff.
Hey folks, look for Johnsonville summer sausage at your favorite retailer today. You know, one thing we really learned today, don't stay home on cold fronts, right?
You know, we already knew that, but it's just one of those things you never know, I guess, but...
Oh, that's a Dan.
I almost got him.
But seriously,
Not
you
a
know,
monster, but they're still so fat. Aren't these nice shaped fish?
but we were kind of, you know, relaxing this morning and whatever, and I was thinking...
We got a late start.
Yeah, we got out at the crack of noon.
Right.
But seriously, a lot of guys would have just bagged it, you know, and really give it a try, right?
Yeah, really give it a try, and I will make this point. You know what else is cool about it? Besides the temperatures, there is nobody else out here. It's windy, it's cold as heck. So you really, I mean, if their fish are biting at all, you don't have any competition.
What's going on there? That fish is moving at you said?
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, it's a walleye. It's not a big one, but it's a walleye.
Well, that's awesome, buddy.
First walleye on the cheater rod. Oh,
you know,
I even caught him.
Now think about the walleyes we caught today. Maybe we caught 6 or so, but 5 were nice. You know, big walleyes.
Oh yeah, yeah. We this is the second one like this, but that of course is a real nice eating fish.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna let that guy go. We appreciate it. That was fun.
Well, I gotta
See you,
thank
buddy.
you. I gotta thank you guys, you and Tex, you know, for hanging out and doing it today. It was awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't comfortable, but like I said earlier, it's kind of neat to be out here all alone.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make you feel smart, but it helps a little.
Tex, you feel smart?
I always feel smart.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
I hate to say it, but I want to go home. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it's all right.
You get enough fishing in for 2 days?
Yeah, yes, and we even caught some fish.
Hey, we did good considering the wind and the cold, right?
Yes, you're right about that.
I'm glad you had a nice time.
Yes, I did.
Okay, buddy. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Ooh, Pete, I felt the tick there. And that is
something.
Oh, son of a...
Yeah, we should have loosened the drag.
And
That might have been
that was the next thing I was going to do.